In Japan, a peaceful home is more than just clean walls and simple decor. It's a reflection of the soul. Every object, every corner, carries quiet intention. When you step into a Japanese home, you don't just see order, you feel it. The air seems lighter, the colors calmer, and your heartbeat slows almost instantly. But what gives these spaces such serenity? The secret lies in 10 subtle yet powerful steps that blend simplicity, nature, and gratitude. Today, you'll learn how to bring those same principles into your own home, no matter where you live or how small your space may be. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you something. Tell me which country and city you're watching from. I'd love to know and leave you a heart. And don't forget to subscribe and help me reach the goal of 1,000 likes. Let's begin with step 1. Purify the space. In Japanese culture, every transformation begins with cleansing. The act of tidying isn't just physical, it's emotional. Open your windows, let fresh air flow, and release old energy. Wipe every surface slowly, mindfully. As you clean, imagine you're brushing away not just dust, but worries, noise, and mental clutter. This ritual, known as a soji, is often done before the new year, but it can be done anytime your home feels heavy. It's a reset for both house and heart. Step 2. Let nature in. Japanese homes are built as extensions of the natural world. Wood, stone, and paper replace synthetic materials. Plants, sunlight, and flowing air become part of the design. Even if you live in an apartment, you can bring in natural textures, a bamboo mat, a small bonsai, or a single branch in a glass vase. The goal is to blur the line between inside and outside. When your home breathes with nature, it calms your nervous system and awakens your senses. Step 3. Value empty space. In Western design, people fill every wall and corner. But the Japanese celebrate the beauty of what's left empty. It's in the quiet pause between words, the space between furniture, the emptiness that gives meaning to what remains. Don't rush to fill your shelves or decorate every wall. Instead, allow silence to exist in your rooms. Emptiness isn't absence, it's peace. Step 4. Choose what matters. The Japanese philosophy of danshari teaches that letting go is the first act of self-respect. Ask yourself, does this object support who I am becoming? If it doesn't, thank it and release it. Your home should serve you, not the other way around. When you remove the unnecessary, what's left becomes sacred. Finally, step 5. Honor light. In Japan, light is treated like poetry. It's filtered through paper screens, reflected off wood, softened by fabric. Instead of harsh brightness, it glows gently, wrapping the space in warmth. Try adjusting your lights. Warm bulbs instead of white, candles at night, natural daylight during the morning. Light sets the tone for peace. Together, these first steps, purification, nature, emptiness, choice, and light, form the foundation of a tranquil home. They are not about decoration, but transformation. In the next part, we'll explore the next 5 steps, where sound, scent, and rhythm come together to create not just a house, but a living sanctuary for your soul. If the first steps were about clearing the surface, these next ones are about creating harmony beneath it. A rhythm that sustains peace day after day. In Japan, the home is not static. It's alive, constantly breathing with those who live inside it. The secret to this harmony lies in 5 more principles that connect the senses and the soul. Step 6. Design for flow. The Japanese word nagare means flow, a natural movement without resistance. Every room should allow energy, air, and people to move gracefully. Look around your home. Are there obstacles between the rooms? Is your furniture blocking light or movement? Try aligning your layout so that pathways feel open and intuitive. When movement is fluid, life feels fluid. Even small shifts, moving a chair, opening a window, removing an unused table, can transform the atmosphere from tense to calm. Step 7. Embrace silence. In a world filled with constant noise, silence is medicine. Japanese homes often replace loud entertainment with natural sound, the rustle of leaves, the faint ticking of a clock, or the gentle boiling of water. This quiet isn't emptiness, it's presence. You can create your own sound sanctuary by turning off background noise once in a while. Let your home speak softly. In silence, you hear yourself again. Step 8. Engage the senses. A tranquil home touches every sense gently. For sight, use soft colors inspired by nature, beige, wood tones, pale gray. For smell, a few drops of essential oil, incense, or freshly brewed tea can anchor your emotions. For touch, keep textures natural, cotton, linen, bamboo. For taste, simplicity, even in what you cook, creates alignment between inner and outer peace. For hearing, keep sounds low and balanced. When the senses harmonize, the mind settles naturally. Step 9. Practice seasonal shifts. In Japan, seasons are deeply respected. Homes adapt subtly with each change. In spring, light fabrics and flowers. In summer, open windows and airy scents. In autumn, warm lights and cozy textures. In winter, thicker blankets and earthy colors. These changes don't just decorate your home, they remind you of time passing, of renewal. When you live in tune with the seasons, you live in tune with life itself. And finally, step 10. Ritualize care. Japanese minimalism transforms maintenance into mindfulness. Folding laundry, sweeping the floor, preparing tea, all become acts of attention. There's no rush, no resentment, only rhythm. When you take care of your space with awareness, it reflects that care back to you. Try dedicating 5 minutes each day to a gentle ritual, lighting incense, opening your windows, or simply sitting quietly in gratitude. The goal is not perfection, it's presence. These 10 steps together create not just order, but balance, a sacred rhythm where body and mind rest together. The Japanese have a saying, "When the house is calm, the heart is calm." In the next part, we'll explore the emotional depth behind this saying, how to connect your home to your inner world, turning every object and every silence into a mirror of your peace. A Japanese home does not just hold life, it shapes it. Every wall, every object, every sound influences the state of mind of those who live within. To create a home that inspires tranquility, you must first see it as an extension of yourself. The Japanese concept of kokoro means heart, but it also means essence, the deep center where emotion and awareness meet. A tranquil home, in this sense, is not built only with materials, but with heart. Let's begin with the philosophy of awareness. In Japan, people move through their homes with intention. When they open a door, they do it gently. When they sit down, they align their posture. These are small, invisible gestures of respect. Try it yourself. Slow down when you move through your house. Notice how your hand touches the doorknob, how your feet sound on the floor, how light falls on the table. Awareness transforms routine into ritual. The next principle is the beauty of impermanence, or mono-no-aware. It's the bittersweet recognition that everything changes, seasons, people, moments. Japanese homes reflect this truth. They avoid heavy permanence. Decor shifts gently. Flowers wilt and are replaced. Nothing is clung to, everything is appreciated. To apply this, embrace change in your home. Rotate art, move furniture occasionally, replace old flowers. This flow keeps your energy from stagnating. Another profound idea is harmony between contrast. In Japanese interiors, opposites coexist peacefully. Light and shadow, soft and hard, warm and cool. A wooden floor might meet a white wall, a rough basket might sit beside smooth porcelain. This balance of contrasts calms the eyes and nourishes the mind. In your own space, mix textures and tones, but keep the palette natural, grounded and honest. The next layer is the soul of simplicity. Simplicity is not absence, it's essence. The Japanese word kanso describes uncluttered clarity. When everything unnecessary falls away, what's left gains meaning. Look at your living room or kitchen. What would it look like if only the meaningful remained? Not empty, but pure. This is the simplicity that inspires peace, not sterility. Finally, there's the role of gratitude. In Japan, even cleaning is done with appreciation. When someone sweeps the floor, they might whisper thanks for the roof above them, the meal shared, or the day lived. Gratitude turns the mundane into the sacred. You can begin this shift by silently thanking your home each morning. Thank you for sheltering me. The energy of gratitude infuses every wall with warmth. When gratitude lives in a home, even silence feels alive. Each of these emotional principles transforms your environment from something static into something spiritual. Japanese minimalism is not an aesthetic, it's a way of being. It asks you to live slowly, to notice deeply, and to care intentionally. In the next part, we'll dive into the material side of tranquility, exploring the specific design choices, colors, and objects that bring harmony into every room while keeping your spirit free. Japanese tranquility is not something that happens by accident. It is built, step by step, through intention. Every detail in a Japanese home carries meaning, and even the smallest choice supports harmony. A wooden spoon, a tatami mat, the direction of light through a window, all exist for a reason. In this part, we explore how physical design becomes emotional design, how space itself begins to heal. The first principle here is connection to nature. The Japanese concept of shizen means naturalness, but it also means authenticity, living in alignment with the world around you. Homes are designed not to dominate nature, but to invite it in. You can do the same by adding materials that feel alive. Wood, stone, cotton, paper, clay. Avoid plastic or synthetic textures. They block the natural energy of the home. Open windows daily, even for a few minutes, to let air circulate. Nature doesn't just decorate your space, it refreshes your spirit. The next step is balance through contrast. Japanese interiors are never one note. They play with shadow and light, rough and smooth, warm and cool. Try pairing dark wood with white walls, or soft fabric with metal handles. Balance creates depth, and depth creates calm. The eye moves easily when harmony exists. The third design idea is alignment and symmetry. In Japan, even asymmetry has order. Objects are grouped in odd numbers, 3, 5, 7, to mimic the randomness of nature, but they're arranged with precision. When you organize your shelves or tables, use this principle. Leave negative space around items. Let air exist between things. This makes the room feel intentional, not cluttered. The next principle is light as emotion. Natural light is the most precious material in Japanese design. Instead of flooding the room, it's softened, filtered through shoji paper or linen curtains. The play of shadow is considered art, a reminder that beauty lies in subtlety. You can replicate this by dimming overhead lights and using lamps or candles that glow softly. A home that glows gently invites calm hearts. The fifth principle is integration of purpose. Every item in a Japanese home serves a function, and often more than one. A stool becomes a step. A tray becomes a table. A bowl holds both fruit and flowers. This practicality prevents excess, but it also nurtures creativity. Before buying something new, ask, can I use what I already have differently? Adaptability keeps energy fresh. Finally, there's coherence. In a tranquil home, nothing feels random. Colors repeat gently. Materials echo from room to room, even scents align. The same incense in the entryway and living space, creating a continuous mood. This consistency builds emotional rhythm. It tells your mind, you are safe here. A Japanese home doesn't need perfection, it needs flow. When each space speaks the same language of peace, your entire home begins to hum in quiet harmony. In the next part, we'll explore how Japanese homes nurture emotional well-being, how small rituals, morning light, and intentional living turn tranquility into a daily practice, not just a design style. In Japan, tranquility isn't a weekend project. It's a lifestyle. It's built into every morning routine, every quiet evening, every thoughtful gesture at home. The Japanese believe that how you move through your space shapes how you move through life. A home that inspires tranquility does so because it teaches mindfulness in motion. The first practice is begin the day with intention. In many Japanese homes, mornings are slow. Before breakfast, windows are opened to let in the light and air. It's a quiet greeting to the day, a reset for energy and mood. You can create the same ritual. Open your curtains, breathe deeply, and take a moment to notice how sunlight touches your walls. This simple habit connects you to time and reminds you that every day is a new beginning. The second principle is care through small rituals. Japanese families cherish tiny, repetitive acts, arranging slippers neatly by the door, folding towels in precise lines, setting the table with care. These aren't rules, they are reminders. They say, peace lives in the details. And when you perform these actions slowly, you give meaning to the ordinary. Your home begins to reflect calm back to you. Next comes the art of transition. Japanese architecture often includes a genkan, an entryway where shoes are removed and the outside world is left behind. This ritual cleanses the mind as much as the floor. You can create your own version, a small rug by the door, a candle, or a plant that marks the shift from public to private life. When you cross that threshold, you symbolically return to yourself. The next habit is honor mealtime. Eating is sacred in Japan, an act of gratitude, not consumption. Even in small apartments, meals are served neatly, often on low wooden tables or trays. Each dish has space to breathe. Adopt this philosophy by simplifying how you eat. Clear your table. Serve less, but serve beautifully. Thank your food before eating. These moments teach the body to slow down and the heart to open. Another step is quiet evenings. After dinner, Japanese homes grow softer, lights dim, television fades, and families engage in slow activities, reading, bathing, or sharing tea. The night becomes a ceremony of rest. Try dimming your lights an hour before bed, put your phone away, light a candle or listen to calm music. Your home will begin to signal your body. It's time to rest. Finally, there's connection through gratitude. The Japanese phrase, itadakimasu, before a meal means, I humbly receive, but its spirit extends beyond food. It's about receiving life with respect. Whisper gratitude to your home, to the walls that hold you, to the roof that shelters you, to the air that refreshes you. When you do this, tranquility deepens into joy. Japanese minimalism isn't sterile. It's full of life. Every habit, every object, every silence is chosen with love. In the next and final part, we'll unite all these teachings from design to spirit and explore how your home can become a living reflection of peace, balance, and gratitude in every corner. When you walk into a truly tranquil Japanese home, something happens that words can barely describe. Your breathing slows, your shoulders drop, and for a brief moment, time seems to soften. This is not accidental. It's the result of living with purpose. A peaceful home is not about wealth or perfection. It's about awareness, gratitude, and alignment with what truly matters. Now that you've learned the 10 steps to create a home that inspires tranquility, it's time to see how they all connect, forming a living circle of harmony between your surroundings and your soul. The first step, purifying your space, reminds you that every new chapter begins with clearing what no longer serves you. When you clean with intention, you don't just polish surfaces, you release the past. The second step, welcoming nature, opens your home to life itself. Light, plants, wood, and wind become silent teachers, showing you that peace comes from coexistence, not control. The third, embracing emptiness, invites stillness. It's in the quiet corners that creativity and reflection are born. The fourth, choosing what matters, brings integrity to your space. Every object becomes meaningful, and nothing exists without purpose. The fifth, honoring light, transforms how your home feels. Soft light encourages calm conversation, slow meals, and mindful nights. Then comes the rhythm of flow and silence. Steps 6 and 7. When your home moves naturally and rests quietly, it begins to mirror the peace within you. The eighth step, engaging the senses, deepens this harmony. Your home becomes a sanctuary not only for the eyes, but for smell, touch, and sound, each sense weaving into the next like a gentle melody. Seasonal awareness, step 9, connects you with time's passing beauty. It reminds you that life is cyclical, and peace grows when you move with, not against, nature. And the final step, ritualizing care, transforms daily chores into meditation. Folding laundry, lighting a candle, or brewing tea all become sacred acts of self-respect. When these 10 steps unite, your home ceases to be just a physical space. It becomes a mirror of your inner world. The Japanese say, if you take care of the things around you, they will take care of you. And it's true. A tranquil home is a teacher. It shows you how to let go, how to breathe, how to live slower and deeper. So tonight, before you sleep, look around your home, not with judgment, but with love. See it as a living being, always evolving with you. Light a candle, open a window, whisper gratitude. This is your temple of calm, your daily retreat, your reflection of harmony. Let your home inspire tranquility, not just today, but for the rest of your life.